Oh, there you are. Fuck me. Okay guys, here's the dreaded, I've been so not wanting to pull this engine apart, and I've been procrastinating about it. As you guys know, in the last video I told you about the blown head gasket. Pulling the head off in an MR2 while the engine is in. It's almost easier to pull the engine out, and normally I probably would, but since this engine is so detailed and I have the transmission clear coated and painted and everything is painted, I'm trying to leave on as many bolts as possible. But guys, there's a few things you need to do when you're pulling the head off of a 3SGT engine while it's in the back of an MR2. The first thing you need to do, make sure the fridge is filled with beer. Very important. It'll calm your nerves. And another thing, make sure the garage door is shut. That's due to all the swearing you're going to do and carrying on, so your neighbors don't get mad at you when this engine pisses you off. But anyways guys, I think I'm going to hook up a GoPro right up top here, and we'll obviously speed this up for you. But yeah, let's get going. Okay guys, the GoPro died, but just thought I'd let you know where I'm at right now. Fuel rail, just took that off. I just wanted to talk to you guys about this, because this is a tough part of getting that out while the engine's in. It'll act like it doesn't want to come out because of this plastic wiring loom harness, whatever you call that cover. If you just lift that up, you can pull this out just like it is. You do not have to take the intake off to get that out. Just wanted to point that out. As you can see, turbo's off. I've been putting all the parts over here. There's the turbo, a bunch of the other crap, in-tank plumbing on the table over there. But yeah, fun stuff, man, when this engine's in the car. I haven't done this in a while. I always pull the engines, but I don't know. It's coming along. Alright guys, if you know me, I'm a tool freak. I just like to point out cool tools you can get at Harbor Freight. This ratchet right here I use a lot, and I use it a lot for one. You can see the design. It locks the socket on, which is cool in itself, but that's nothing special. But the thing that's cool about it is, look how thin the head is. Like, you compare that to any other ratchet, man. You can get in so many places with this thing. It's got a cool switch too. It's low profile, it doesn't get in the way. But yeah, very cool ratchet at Harbor Freight. Okay guys, just got the cam cover off, and I wanted to show you guys. Once you get this off, you can see on the back of the cam cover. Now there was a nipple that would stick up about that high, so I just shaved that off. I mean, you could put a grommet in there. I don't see anything really getting in there though. I don't think it would be a big deal. But if you just wanted to, you know, block that off somehow with a grommet. But that nipple that sticks up really prevents you from getting this off without cracking it. I've done it without cracking it, but it's pretty tough. So I just shave that off. It makes life a lot easier. So there you go. Okay guys, as you can see how clean the cams are, you can see I freshly rebuilt it. It's a damn shame. I just wanted to show you guys the belt tensioner, the hydraulic belt tensioner that I took off, which is a pain in the ass to get to, because you're basically feeling for these bolts blind. But now obviously you're going to replace this, you know, but since mine is brand new, you can reset them. Some guys say don't, but I've never had a problem resetting them. And what we're going to do, we're going to set it in the vise. God, this sucks trying to work the camera and work the vise. Hold on, guys. Alright, guys, so you got the tensioner in the vise. And here's what you're going to do. You're just going to turn it a little bit. Let it sit. You let it sit for, I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute. And then you turn it again. And once you get it, you can see this hole here. You're going to take an Allen wrench, stick it in this hole, and just leave it there. And as soon as, like, I'm going to give it another turn, it's slowly going in. As soon as the Allen wrench drops, it's all reset. Alright guys, you can see I finally got it to the point where the Allen wrench just fell through, and now you can just undo the vise. So you're going to end up with something that looks like that. And actually, when you buy these brand new, it actually comes with a little Allen wrench in it. And one more thing, guys, this rod right here that we're pushing in, if you can move that at all with your fingers, then this is bad. You need a new one. That thing should be very stiff. Okay, guys, I'm going to go underneath the car and start getting the intake bolts off. You know what, I never understood the design of this head. I mean, it's a great head. It, you know, puts out a lot of air, but there's one bolt, the one bolt right here, they don't let you get to that one. So you gotta take the intake cam off. I just don't understand it. And I can almost get the socket on there, and it's just a big pain in the ass. But anyways, guys looking at? Okay guys, I got the fuel rail on, I got the intake manifold bolted up. Fuel rail has 3 bolts holding it on with 3 plastic grommets underneath that fuel rail. And the intake is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bolts on the intake. So yeah, so we're going to put the valve cover on right now so I don't get any crap in here. And you always want to put the RTV, well actually I use this stuff right here. This is the best stuff, guys. It's more expensive, and trust me, they don't sponsor me. Nobody sponsors me, why would they? But anyways, well worth the extra money. You don't have to wait for it to set up at all. It's just the greatest, and I think it's really close to the stuff, if not the exact stuff Toyota uses from the factory. But anyways, when you're putting the valve cover on, you want to put a little there and a little on this side, and along with those cam caps, a little bit on each side. That'll help it from leaking. Trust me, that needs to be done.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight.
Alright guys, here's the distributor. As you can see, this can only go in one way, so you can't really screw this up when putting it on. Just take off the distributor cap. I should have put it on before I put the valve cover on, but as you can see, this is a little offset from the top, so it'll only go in one way, up or down. So you just take off your distributor cap, slide it in here, and then you just kind of turn it until it pops in.
Yellow, green on the inside, bright like a light shield, let you believe everything is fine. If you step too long, the dark blinds you. But what if I told you that's exactly what I want? Broken, beautiful, way past the point of being fixable. First place, ground misunderstood. I'm falling in deep and I'm good.
Alright guys, so all these exhaust manifold nuts are pretty easy to get to, except these 2 right here, and they're inside a heat shield, so you can't really get your fingers in there. So what I do, take the exhaust bolt, stick it in your 14mm, then I tape it. I tape just the edge of it so it won't keep falling out on you. If you got a magnet socket, that's great too. So kind of looks like that. It just hold it in there. So it always works out great for me. So just a little tip there. Okay guys, got everything connected. Gonna drain the oil. We're gonna set the timing on this. Yeah, I skipped over a lot of the obvious parts, but as you can see, it's all back together. We'll put the crossbar on once I find out there's no leaks, and I got the exhaust open right now. But yeah, I'm gonna drain the oil and we're gonna try to start it. Okay. Okay guys, after a brief little meltdown, the vacuum leak was a little more serious than I thought. I had to take the fuel rail off again. All that had to come off. when I was installing the fuel rail, it tore one of the O-rings. So, but let's try this again. Oh, now that's more like it. It's sounding good now, guys. Alright guys, I think I'm calling it a wrap for this video. Oh man, I am tired and my hands are cut up and bruised and I am one dirty pig. No offense, Mr. Piggy. But anyways guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and next time we'll probably take this thing out for a ride. I already took it for a test drive. It's running good, it's pulling hard, love it, nothing's leaking, and yeah guys, take it easy. Oh, by the way, this is Lucky. He took Kimmy's place this video. She'll be back on the next one.